So let's have a look at what Kaleido can do. It's real, it's there, it's available for everyone to go and try. We're not charging at the moment during our beta phase. So let's have a look and build a consortium with some running Ethereum nodes and give it a try. Okay, so here we are on the Kaleido homepage, and I'm going to go ahead and sign in. So I've got 3 consortia here that I've created already across the 3 regions, one in the US, one in Europe and one in AP. And I'm going to go ahead and create myself a new consortium. In Kaleido, you start with the business purpose of the consortium that you're trying to build. So we're going to go ahead and describe my loyalty points consortium and give some details to the participants of what it's about, why to join. And I'm going to select the region where I'd like to deploy, and you can see I've got that choice there of USA, Europe and Asia Pacific. We've got 1 pod in each region at the moment, but more on their way. Then I'm given the opportunity to choose between 2 different operator models, whether I want to run on behalf of a set of organizations, a single organization that everybody can log into and everybody can access all of the nodes, perfect for POC scenarios, or do I want to do real shared IT? Do I want to have all of those organizations maintain their own organization in Kaleido with their own list of users and only able to access the nodes from that particular member? In this scenario, I'm just going to choose the simple POC mode of managing all of those as part of 1 account. I'm going to create the Acme Drinks member, I'm going to create the Acme Grocer, and go ahead and create the Acme Bank. And there, I'm done, describing the consortium itself and the business purpose. And the next stage is to go ahead and set myself up an environment, which is where the actual Ethereum nodes are going to run. Here, this is something we're really proud of, is the ability with just a click of a button to choose both the provider and the consensus algorithm of the protocol. Either the Go Ethereum client that's so prevalent on the public mainnet and hardened, but with click proof of authority, ideal for a permission chain environment, or Quorum, which has that private transaction support that's really popular inside of a permission chain, as well as Byzantine fault-tolerant consensus in the form of the Istanbul BFT implementation, or Raft for really fast transaction support with immediate finality but leader-based rather than Byzantine fault-tolerant. In this case, I'm going to choose Quorum and IBFT, and I'm going to say I want to relay a snapshot of this chain up to the mainnet. In this case, it's just going to be the Rinkeby testnet. Going forward, you can imagine you'd be anchoring to the real main Ethereum chain. Click Finish, and the next stage is to go and actually add some nodes to this environment. So I'm going to add a node for each of those participants. Create the Acme Banks node, and then go ahead and create Acme Drinks node. For Acme Drinks, I'm going to generate some application credentials, and of course these are essential to protect those nodes from being accessed by anybody else, and all of the ingress from the outside world is secure on the Kaleido platform. I'm going to create it under the Acme Drinks membership, which means a single application could access all of the nodes that are owned by the Acme Drinks membership. And there you see we generate a secure long key that's used. We combine that with TLS encryption and HTTP basic authentication, and I have to copy it out here because of course Kaleido is not going to keep access to this key. This is in your hands to look after for your applications, and we just validate against it. And there we go, I have a running consortium with all of those nodes started and executing, so you can see how quick we can get a consortium's environment up and running. But I can go and have a look at actually what's happening on this environment. I can see the blocks being mined. I can see the Istanbul Byzantine fault-tolerant consensus algorithm doing its work, mining a block that's got that consensus every 10 seconds. So let's go back to the Kaleido console and let's have a look at the services that are also available as part of this environment. As well as the block explorer, we have the ether pool. The ether pool allows you to have a central pool of ether that we pre-allocate as part of the creation of the chain, and you can pull it all down and distribute it yourself from your own accounts, or allow individual members of the environment to pull down ether as they need it. Of course, you don't have to use ether in the permission chain, but there are cases where permission chains want to use ether for various purposes, including permissioning, or actually as part of the application itself. The other thing that we're very proud of is this mainnet tether that we mentioned earlier. And this means that we actually have a compressed version of the chain being written for non-reputability to the mainnet to ensure that inside of this smaller consortium, there's no possibility of going back and colluding to rewrite history. So I can view the transactions which are being written by the Kaleido platform to the mainnet in order, well, the Rinkeby testnet in this case, to anchor each one of those permission chains that's running on our platform. Thank you very much for the opportunity to show you a little bit of Kaleido. Kaleido's live, it's available, you can go ahead and try it for yourself. Everything that I did on the production environment, and you can go ahead and do for yourself. You can follow all of those steps. And at the moment there's no charge, we're in our beta period, and you can sign up for yourself either directly on kaleido.io or through the AWS marketplace and give it a try. I hope you do.